Have you ever spent an hour driving across town to save $10 on a pizza? Or maybe you've spent an entire weekend trying to fix a leaky faucet yourself, watching endless tutorials, only to end up calling a plumber anyway. If that sounds familiar, you might be stuck in a common trap, a poverty habit that's costing you more than you realize. It's not about how much money you have in the bank right now. It's about how you value your most precious, non-renewable resource, your time. Today, we're diving deep into the psychology of wealth and uncovering the single biggest mindset shift that separates the wealthy from those who struggle financially. It's the classic battle of time versus money. The surprising truth is, many of us are taught to save money at all costs, but we're never taught to value our time. This is the habit we need to break. Let's start with a simple question. What is your time worth? I'm not talking about a philosophical answer. I mean, what is 1 hour of your life worth in actual dollars? Most people have no idea. They know the price of a gallon of milk, but they can't put a price on their own time. This is the first and most critical mistake. The wealthy, on the other hand, are obsessed with this calculation. They know their hourly rate, and they use it to make decisions every single day. Imagine you earn, let's say, $50,000 a year. Working a standard 40-hour week for 50 weeks, that breaks down to about $25 an hour. Now, let's go back to that leaky faucet. You spend 4 hours on a Saturday trying to fix it. That's $100 of your time. A plumber might charge $150 for a 1-hour job. On the surface, you saved $150 by not calling them. But in reality, you spent $100 worth of your time and were still left with a leaky faucet. Your net loss wasn't just the frustration, it was a financial and temporal deficit. You ended up paying the plumber anyway, so your total cost was $150 plus 4 hours of your life. This is the core of the poverty habit, valuing money more than time. People who are stuck in a cycle of financial struggle often trade large amounts of their time for small amounts of money. They drive to multiple grocery stores to chase down every single sale item, spend hours researching the absolute cheapest flight, which might have 3 layovers, or take on DIY projects far beyond their skill level to avoid paying a professional. Why do we do this? It's a mindset often born from scarcity. When money is tight, the immediate, tangible saving of a few dollars feels like a huge victory. The cost, which is the invisible expenditure of time, doesn't register in the same way. Money is concrete. You can count it. Time feels abstract and infinite, even though it's the exact opposite. You can always earn more money. You can never get back a wasted hour. Now let's flip the script and look at how wealthy individuals approach this. They don't save money, they buy time. This is a fundamental principle of wealth creation. They see time not as something to be spent, but as something to be invested. How do they do this? They delegate. They outsource. They automate. Think about it. A successful entrepreneur doesn't mow their own lawn. It's not because they're lazy. It's because they know their time is better spent on activities that generate far more value than the $40 they pay a lawn service. While someone else is mowing their lawn, they could be closing a deal worth thousands, developing a new product, or even just resting and recharging so they can be at peak performance the next day. They are strategically buying back hours of their life to reinvest in high-value activities. This applies to everything. They hire assistants to manage their schedules, use grocery delivery services to avoid trips to the store, and pay for premium software that automates repetitive tasks. Each of these is a transaction where they are exchanging money for time. They understand that if their time is worth $200 an hour, paying someone $25 an hour to handle a task is an incredible bargain. It's a net gain of $175 for that hour, which they can then use to create even more value. This isn't just for the super rich. You can start applying this mindset today, no matter your income level. The first step is to calculate your approximate hourly rate. Be honest with yourself. This number is your new decision-making tool. Once you have your number, start analyzing your daily and weekly tasks. Ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? Look for the time sinks in your life. Are you spending 2 hours every week on deep cleaning your apartment when a cleaning service could do it for $50? If your hourly rate is $25, that's a break-even proposition in terms of money, but a huge win in terms of time and energy. That's 2 hours you get back to learn a new skill, start a side hustle, exercise, or simply spend quality time with your family. Those activities have a return on investment that is far greater than the $50 you spent. Let's be clear, this isn't an excuse to be frivolous or lazy. The point isn't to just throw money at every inconvenience. It's about being strategic. You don't have to outsource everything. Start small. Identify one low-value, time-consuming task in your life that you dread. Maybe it's grocery shopping, doing laundry, or assembling that piece of furniture that's been sitting in a box for a month. Now research the cost of outsourcing it. You might be surprised at how affordable it is. For the price of a few coffees, you could buy back an entire afternoon. Take that newfound time and do something productive or restorative with it. Use it to work on something that moves you closer to your financial goals. Use it to rest so you have more energy for your main job. The key is to be intentional with the time you buy back. This shift from a money-saving mindset to a time-buying mindset is powerful because it compounds. The more time you free up from low-value tasks, the more time you can invest in high-value ones. High-value tasks are the things that increase your skills, grow your income, improve your health, and deepen your relationships. These are the needle movers in life. Think about learning a new skill that could lead to a promotion or a higher-paying job. That requires time. Starting a small business on the side requires time. Building a great network requires time. Even getting enough sleep and exercise to be a productive human being requires time. When you're constantly trading your time for tiny monetary savings, you're robbing yourself of the very resource you need to break out of the cycle. The poverty habit convinces you that you have more time than money, so you should spend your time to save your money. The wealth mindset knows that time is the ultimate currency, and it should be spent wisely to generate more of everything else, including money. So, here's your challenge for this week. First, calculate your hourly rate. Write it down. Second, identify one task that you can afford to outsource that will save you at least 1 hour. It could be as simple as getting your food delivered instead of cooking one night. Third, and this is the most important part, decide exactly how you will reinvest that hour you just bought back. Will you read a chapter of a book in your field? Will you take an online course? Will you go for a run? Will you simply sit in silence and plan your week? Breaking the poverty habit isn't about shaming yourself for past decisions. It's about empowering yourself with a new framework for future ones. It's about recognizing that you are in control of your time, and by valuing it correctly, you can begin to architect a wealthier, more fulfilling life, 1 hour at a time. Start seeing yourself not as someone who saves money, but as someone who invests time. That single shift will change everything. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content on the psychology of success and wealth. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What's the first task you're going to outsource?